Hey folks, Ed here from Brain Pulp TV, back with more Magic Online. Today we're doing something that we haven't done in a while, a flashback draft. We are doing a Zendikar, the original Zendikar set flashback draft. It's a single elimination. I'm completely unfamiliar with the set, which basically means there's a very real possibility that this is going to be a two-part series, and in the first match, I will be making a ton of mistakes, and in the draft as well too. So, not much I can do about that. Hopefully you guys can help me out if I do another Zendikar style flashback draft sometime in the next couple weeks. But in the meantime, let's get to the draft right now. Oh, one thing before the draft kicks off. Typically, when I play a set in which I have no idea what the cards are, my mind has to go into like this hyperdrive mode where I'm trying to read, assess the cards, do the picks, and talk all at the same time. So these these particular drafts with sets that I don't know stress the living hell out of me. Hopefully it won't show through too much during the draft, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of rapid fire talking and a hard time concentrating on speaking and playing at the same time. So I apologize in advance for that. Okay, is everything on the screen? Okay, yes. So here we go. Starting off, let's see what our rare is. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if you didn't lose life this turn, you may put a quest counter on it. Put a 1/1, put a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying into the battlefield. Activate this spell only if an extension has 4 or more quest counters on it. I don't know if that's great. We got a 4/4/4/6. It's got landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield you control, it gets +4/+4 and trample into the end of turn. That sounds like it could be good. Inferno Trap. If you've been dealt damage by 2 or more creatures this turn, you may pay red instead of paying Inferno's mana cost. Inferno does 4 damage to target creature. Quest for the Ancient Secrets. Or a card is put in your graveyard anyways. You can put a quest counter. So there's quest counters are obviously a big thing. We've got a 1/5 lifelinker for 5. Destroy target land. I mean, that may not be too bad, actually. Core Sanctifier's got a kicker of 1. When it enters the battlefield, if it's kicked, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I kind of like that. Harrow. As additional cost, casting Harrow, sacrifice a land, search a library for 2 basic lands. Okay, so we picked the Sanctifiers. Oh man, I really should have done. Wow, some beautiful lands with this set. I may grab some lands. Let's see. What is this? Whenever a creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on equipped creature. If equipped creature is a vampire, put 2 1/1 counters on it instead. It's a 1-cost equipment that only costs 1 to equip. Core Duelist, as long as Duelist is equipped, it has double strike. Clift Threader, it's got Mountain Walk. It's a 2/1 for 2. Beast Hunt, reveal the top 3 cards of the library. Put all creature cards revealed that way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Maybe that's not bad, I don't think. Shieldmate's Blessing, no. Core Skyfisher, it's got flying. When it enters the battlefield, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. It's a 2/3 flyer for 2. And what's this? There's the battlefield tapped. You gain 2 life. No, you know what? I think I can take the Skyfisher. I don't know if that was the right choice. This is an instant. It's a trap. If 4 or more creatures are attacking, you may pay 1 and 1 white rather than pay Arrow Valley's mana cost. Deals 5 damage divided as you choose among any number of target attacking creatures. Even without the added effect, I think that's pretty good. Whenever a creature you control attacks, you may put a quest counter on Beastmaster Ascension. As long as Beastmaster Ascension has 7 more counters on it, creatures you control get +5/+5. I mean, I don't know how easy it is to get quest counters. But the next 1 damage will be dealt to you or a player this turn. Oh man, I am woefully unprepared for this. We've got Ruinous Minotaur. Sacrifice a land. No, I think... You know what? Let's go with the flyer strategy at this point. We do get the Arrow Volley trap back. Search a library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. That may not be a bad idea. Nimbus Wings, enchanted creature, is +1/+2, and has flying. So if we're going to go for a flying strategy, this is the same card we just picked. Piranha Marsh. Maybe we'll go white-black. Tempest Owl, kicker. Flying when Tempest Owl enters the battlefield. If it was kicked, tap up to 3 target permanents. Now, we haven't had anything with sort of like come into play effects yet to take advantage of the Skyfisher. Still don't know if we're going to go a different color. Maybe blue. I haven't played blue in a long time. You know what? I'm going to take another 2/3 flyer for 2. What do we have? Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a quest counter on it. Remove 3 quests. No, I don't care about that. Tiger. Enters the battlefield. Sacrifice it. And you sacrifice a land. It's got Shroud. I kind of like the Tiger. It's got Reach. This can destroy target creature with flying if it was kicked. It's a battlefield, gain 1 life. What's the links do? Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, step links gets +2/+2 at the end of turn. For me right now, it's like between the Tiger and the links here. You know what? No, we're going to go with the Tiger. We're going to go with the Tiger. That may have been a horrible mistake, but we're going to go with the Tiger. Whenever an equipped creature attacks the top card. Nope. The Duelist. Cartographer. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a Plains card, put it in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. That might be. Narrow Escape. Return target permanent you control to its owner's hand. You gain 4 life. That may be a good one as well, too. Equipped creature has +0/+2 and has Reach. Maybe. Because we're really not locked into any colors yet. We've only got the 1 green card. Whenever an opponent shuffles his or her library, you may put a 1/1 counter on the Trickster. I'm going to go with the Duelist. It's probably the worst pick of all of them. Shieldmate Defender. Whenever Shieldmate or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a 1/1 counter on Shieldmate. That might not be bad. Let's see what we have in green, because we do have the 1 single green card. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has pay that and regenerate. Whenever this or another Berserker ally enters the battlefield you control, you may have ally creatures you control gain 1st strike until the end of turn. I haven't even been watching to see which of these are allies, if any of them. None of them seem to be allies so far. Summoner's Bane. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, prevent all combat damage will be dealt this turn by creatures without... I'm probably going to go with the Shieldmate here. Stick with a mostly white mentality. Prevent all... No. Quest of the Pure Flame. There's another Shieldmate. I mean, it's got Defender, though. I'm not crazy about that, but... Target creature gains flying until the end of turn. 3 more creatures are attacking you. You may pay 1 rather than -3. You know what? Let's go with Caller of Gales. We've got 3 1-drops. Jeez, this is awful. 1/5 lifelink. We may need the prevention, like a big butted creature. Whenever soaring, whenever this enters the battlefield. Okay, well, no, I'm gonna go with the creature right now. I mean, that's mana fixing if we want to go with green. Shieldmate's Blessing. I don't like that. Defender, landfall, or loses Defender until the end of turn. That might not be bad. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Shoal Serpent for now. Maybe we'll get out of green. Not that we were really in green. Beast Hunt. I mean, the Ox is a solid creature. It's like, we have no spells. We have no spells. Well, then, you know what? Let's take Beast Hunt then, if we have no spells yet. Another flying creature, or this gives other creatures flying. You know what? I think I'm going to stick with this flying strategy. I don't like... Yeah, let's just take the Plains. Narrow Escape. We'll put Narrow Escape in the sideboard for now, and prevent all combat damage to be this turn. Okay, so those can all just go in the sideboard. So let's see what our next one is. Sadistic Sacrament. Kicker. Search target player's library for up to 3 cards. Exile them. That player shuffles his or her library. If it was kicked, instead search that player's library for up to 15 cards. Exile them. Then that player shuffles his or her library. God, that's just the type of card which sucks me in. Well, that might not be bad. Journey to Nowhere. Enters the battlefield. Exile target creature when return exile target creature control under its battlefield. Sanctifiers. I'm sorry about the mumbling, but I'm trying to read through these really quickly. Survivalist or another ally enters the battlefield under your control. You may put a 1/1 counter on Ornery Survivalist. I really like this card. I think this card looks like it'd be super crazy fun. I mean, for 10 mana, you're never going to get to cast it for its kicker. I don't think. You have the Vastwood Gorger. I think I'm going to go with Brave the Elements. Island Walk, Regenerate. Yeah, let's go with Brave the Elements. It's probably a horrible mistake. Summoning Trap. The creature spell you cast this turn to be countered by a spell or an ability an opponent controls. You may pay 0 rather than pay Summoning Trap's cost. Look at the top 7 cards of the library. You can put a creature card from among them, put it into the battlefield. Put the rest in the bottom of your library. That sounds like it could be fun. Very, very dependent on what our opponent is doing. What does this guy do? He's got flying. He's a 2/2 with landfall. It goes with our flying strategy. Vastwood. It's got a kicker of 1. Creatures can't be the target of spells or ability your opponent controls. On the Archer or another ally enters the battlefield, you may have Archer deal damage to target creature with flying equal to the number of allies you control. We don't really have an ally strategy going. Haro might be good if we do decide to go both white and then splash for both blue and green. Chant creature gets. But I think here, I'm completely ignoring the red at this point. Player discard a card. Target player discards a card for each swamp you control. Okay, well, I'm going to go with the eel to stick with our flying strategy. There's another flyer. What's this flyer do? Whenever the Raptor or another ally enters the battlefield you control, you may put a 1/1 counter on Umara Raptor. This is some mana fixing for us, which might be nice. There's the Tempest Owl. Did I take the other Tempest Owl? I did not take the other Tempest Owl. Maybe I'll take this Tempest Owl. I mean, the Raptor seems good. I don't think we have, like, any allies. We have 1. Jeez, how did we go through this with only 1 ally? I mean, this is... It's a 2/2 flyer for 3. All on its own. So let's just take the 2/2 flyer for 3. There's another eel. There's the Spider Silk Net. The Expedition. Whenever land enters the battlefield and you control it, you may put a quest counter on it. Remove 3 quest counters. This is the first one that I've seen with quest counters that I kind of like. I'm not sure how good it's going to be for our deck. Search your library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle your library. I mean, at this point, I don't think we don't have to go with green. So I'm thinking either another eel. I mean, a 2/2 for 3 isn't great. The equipment isn't necessarily super great. We have tons of flyers anyways, so I'm actually going to go with this Expedition here. Yeah, sure, why not? Kicker. Excuse me. Kicker. Put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of target creature. If right of replication was kicked, put 5 of those tokens on the battlefield. Okay, like, this is the type of card I'm a horrible, horrible sucker for. We also have a 2/5 flyer, which would probably be better for the strategy that we're going to go for. Enchant creature, paralyzing grass. Enchant creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Why did this card have to be in this pack? Like, because there's other cards here which are... It's Defender flying. Put in each creature it's blocking on top of their owner's libraries, then these players... Oh my god. Like, there's so many better cards than Rite of Replication. I'm going to go with... Paralyzing Grasp. Oh, Rite of Replication. I hope I see you again, because that just looked like it'd be a fun card to play. I can't believe I did the responsible thing and did not go for that. Maybe that was the right one. I don't know. Let me know if I made a horrible mistake there. I'm sure I've been making horrible mistakes all the way through. Anyways, Eternal Vessel enters the battlefield with X charge counters on it, where X is your life total. Whenever a land enters the battlefield and you control, you may have your life total become the number of charge counters. What? I think the best choice here would be the Sky Ruin Drake. But this just seems like a fun card to have. Screw it. I'm taking the fun card. I don't care. I mean, it was probably a bad thing to do, but I don't care. That just seemed like it'd be fun. What's Expedition Map? Tap at the Sacrifice Expedition Map. Search your library for a land card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. It's good mana fixing if we're going to go. I don't think we're going to go for 3 colors now at this point. I think we're going to go white-blue. Search your library for an equipment card. Put it in the battlefield. Attach it to the creature you control. No, I think I'm going to go with the big-butted creature here. Oh, we already got one. We'll go with that. Okay, Narrow Escape. We have a Merfolk Wayfinder. Enters the battlefield with the top 3 cards of your library. Put all island cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. I don't really like that. Target creature gains flying until the end of turn. We already got one of you. Wait, we got our Drake, right? Because we passed it up like 8 times already. So yeah, let's take the Drake. Search your library for a trap card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. This is, if an opponent has 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under his control this turn, you may pay 1, return 2 target creatures to its owner's hand. That seems like it could be fun. I mean, other than, like, what do we have for trap cards? Now I have to quickly look to see what we have for trap cards. I wish there was a voice command. Search for trap cards. It's either this or the equipment. Whiplash Trap. Oh, shit. Did I just double? Oh, my God. No. Oh. Well, we get a land that's in our colors, so we'll take that. For those of you who missed it, I went to double click it, but I guess it picked it because I ran out of time anyways. So what happens is I double clicked the forest, which is a beautiful looking forest. Don't get me wrong. We'll take the Spider Silk Net. Enchant land. When enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchant land is an island. Yeah, what the hell. Forest or soaring. Enters the battlefield, target creature gains flying to then turn. Yeah, we'll take you. And we'll take another swamp. We're just taking so much land now. It's crazy. Oh, man. Such a worst draft ever. The Molten Pinnacle. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield under your control, you control at least 5 of their mountains. You may have deal 3 damage to target creature or player. I have no idea if that's... what else do we have? What do we have in our colors? Skyfisher, another Whiplash thingamabob, Inferno Trap, the quest, remove 5 quest counters, sacrifice it, target player shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. Nope. Caller of Gales. Probably... We have 3 of these, don't we? So return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go for this. I might as well go just balls deep with this strategy because we've pretty much botched this entire draft. Target player draws a card, then discards a card. I think this will be our pick. Target player reveals his or her hand and discards all trap cards. No. Nimbus Wings. No, we're going to go with the Reckless Scholar. What do we have here? The Water Veil. Tap 1, put a Eon counter on it, skip your next turn, remove an Eon counter on it, and return it to its owner's hand. Take an extra turn after this one. I'm a sucker for these types of cards. Whenever control, you may have an ally creature control gain flying until the end of turn. Summoner's Bane, counter target spell, put a 2/2 blue illusion creature token onto the battlefield. That might not be bad. Oh, wait, what do we have here? Flying, First Strike, and Vigilance? Shepherd of the Lost? I mean, that looks cool. But this goes with our flying strategy. Summoner's Bane is cool too. But I think this is the best choice out of the cards that we have. I mean, it's 5 for a 3/3, but it's a 3/3 flyer with First Strike and Vigilance. So yeah, let's grab that. Then we have straight up Cancel. Cancel. Brave the Elements. I've already got one of those. Merfolk Wayfinder. No, I think here we go with Cancel. Just take a Cancel and be done with it. The Hookmaster enters the battlefield tapped. Tap target creature and opponent controls. I like this. What's the Outfitter? When the Outfitter enters the battlefield, you may attach target equipment you control to target creature you control. Nope, I'm going to go with the Hookmaster almost definitely. Let me just take a quick look around and see what I'm passing up. Whatever, we'll take the Hookmaster. Was it sacrifice a creature, draw a card? Maybe. The Serpent. Did we take the other Serpent? Spell Pierce. Counter target non-creature spell once its controller plays 2. Or the Outfitter, which is a 2/2 for 2 white. We've actually surprisingly got a lot of big cost creatures already. Oh, we already got a Shoal Serpent. Do we have any equipment? I do have a Spider Silk Net, but I mean, like, I'll take the core Outfitter. Got a ton of creatures in this. Equipped creature has non-basic land walk. Nimbus Wings, Noble Vistage, flying. Okay, we have that already. Relic Crush, Basswood Gorger. Maybe just Nimbus Wings. Do I already have? I already have a copy of Nimbus Wings. Not that 2 would be horrible. I'm going to take Spell Pierce for sideboard. Bold Defense. Creatures you control get +1/+1 till the end of turn. If it was kicked, instead, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain first strike until the end of turn. This looks like it's the choice that I will be making. Yeah, why not? Quest for the Ancient Secrets. This is what? Remove 5, sacrifice, target player shuffle. No, that's useless for us. Return 2 target creatures to its owner's hand. Whiplash Trap. We already took a Whiplash Trap, right? Yeah, we have a Whiplash Trap. I don't like any of these. I mean, we can take this will gain us 2 life, enters the battlefield, gain 2 life. I mean, there's this, but nah, we'll take that. Why? Because there are a ton of these things, and I'd rather get that out of there. Quest for the Pure Flame. Shieldmaid's Blessing. Fine, we'll take this. Did we get this back? We did. Oh, but it's between Summoner's Bane and this goofy monstrosity. This is such a bad card. It's such a bad card. Screw it, we'll take Summoner's Bane. I would have loved to take that other card and just put it in the deck. Man, I could just hear people screaming at me. Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll take you. Take you for sideboard for giggles. Take you. And another one. Jeez, Noble Vestige is just all over the place. Wow, okay, so we've got 29. We've got 19 creatures. 10 others. We've got a mess that we have to get through. I don't know why they do this now. Why they pop this up first. They never used to. It threw me off the first time I saw it. Okay, so deck building. So let's group these in 2 categories of creatures and non-creatures. The Duelist is essentially useless for us. I mean, we do have 1 piece of equipment in our sideboard, so why don't we remove, for now, why don't we remove the Duelist? And the Outfitter. And then we got 3 of these. Okay, so now we're at 17. Are there any of these that whenever a land enters the battlefield or your control, you may have your life total become... I think that's just a goofy fun card. Shoal Serpent can stay in. Shepherd of Loss is definitely going to stay in. I only think we need 1 of these guys. That puts us down to 16 creatures and 16 cards in total, so we need to get rid of 3 more. Let's go to the spells. Choose a color. White creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color until the end of turn. That might need to go. Land. There's the battlefield. Draw a card. Enchanted Land is an island. That might be nice to screw over an opponent. Remove 3 quest counters and draw 2 cards. I'm keeping that in. Nimbus Wings, keeping that in. Cancel and keeping that in. Paralyzing Grasp, yes, stay in. Kicker, this could be good. I don't think this... Return 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. An opponent had 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under his control this turn. You know what, that may actually stay in. I don't want to get rid of Eternity Vessel because Eternity Vessel is just like crazy fun. We definitely need to get rid of some spells here, though. Now, most of our creatures have flying anyways, right? Like, that was our strategy, is just to go for, like, flyers. So, I don't think Nimbus Wings... I mean, it does give it a buff. Bold Defense could be useful. So if it was kick, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I mean, that could be useful. This is definitely staying in. Reckless Scholar is staying in. The Raptor. How many other allies do we have? We don't really have much in the way of allies. We only have one other ally. Eel. Maybe get rid of Brave the Elements. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Brave the Elements. Spreading Seas I'm going to take out. We're at 14, so we need to get rid of one. I'm going above and beyond trying to keep Eternity Vessel in here, and I have no idea if it's good or not. Probably not good. If I think it's good, it's probably not good. We might just want one. No, I want to keep those in. Having 3 of them, I realize, is going to offset our pace, but I think having a 2/3 flyer on 2 is pretty good. Maybe take out one of these guys, one of the nobles. So this gives us 23. What is our non-basic land? Soaring. This is a benefit target creature against flying into the end of turn. Okay. This is just fixing. And this is... gain 2 life. Okay. Combine groups. Add basic lands. Sure. That seems like a decent mix. Alrighty. Let's move these up here. Okay, folks. So this is our deck. For good or ill, we have Kabira Crossroads, Sajiri Refuge, Soaring Seacliff as some non-basic lands. We have Nimbus Wings. Let me sort these by converted mana cost. There we go. We have Caller of Gales, 3 core Skyfishers, which might be overkill. I may want to take one of them out. Nimbus Wings, Ior Ruin Expedition, Bold Defense, Core Hookmaster, Core Sanctifiers, McKindy. Yeah, I don't know why I had trouble saying that. McKindy Shieldmate, Noble Vestige, Paralyzing Grasp, Cannot Talk, Reckless Scholar, Umaro Raptor, Cancel, Windrider Eel, Summoner's Bane, Caravan Hurda, Shepherd of the Lost, Skyruin Drake, Whiplash, Trap, Shoal Serpent, and of course the Eternity Vessel. So we built a deck that had 40 cards in it, 17 lands, and a mixture of creatures and other spells. And in a format I'm unfamiliar with. So let's go get our asses kicked.